Hello, my name is Carmen Davenport, and you have tuned in to Get the Bag Business, Assets, and Gains, where we talk to local businesses around the city about their journey, their successes, and some challenges, maybe. Today, we have with us Teresa Sears of World Changers School of Arts.
Yes.
Hello. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful today.
I saw the World Changers School of Arts, and I thought, oh, she's founder and executive director of much more than that. much more than that. And I want to get into it. But before we dive into it, I really like to talk about the person behind the product or service. Okay. So who is Teresa?
She is a very complex individual, some might say. Always doing something, wheels always turning, lover of God and God's people, and always just really trying to help make the world a better place.
Amen.
Working to leave my mark in the earth.
I love that. I love that. Just finding where you fit in, making the biggest impact, right?
That's it.
I always say that there's one movement.
That's it.
We think there's like a bunch of movements, right? There's one. We find our place in it and we make the biggest impact. Tell us about World Changers. What is it? Like, how did you get started? Just give us your story.
So World Changer School of the Arts was an idea that I believe that the Lord dropped in my spirit back in 2015. And it actually started out as a visual and performing arts middle school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we launched it in 2017. We ran school for 2 years, 2017-18 school year, 2018-19 school year. Of course, you know, COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not too keen on the fact of online learning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made the very difficult decision not to move forward with school, and I ended up closing the academic portion. So we were a full-fledged middle school, academics, visual performing arts, and entrepreneurship. We were accredited by the State Board of Education.
Wow.
And it was a lot of hard work putting it together.
I bet.
But it came about in 2015. I started the World Changers Summer Arts Program.
Okay.
And this program started because I have 5 children, and to send 5 people, little people, to camp is quite expensive.
Yeah.
So I made the decision to start my own camp.
Okay.
And we had a couple of friends at church who needed places for their kids to go as well. So they came on over to World Changers, and we had community artists, local artists come in and teach the kids everything from dance to theater, piano, just different artistic, different arts components. How about that? And it went so well that I said, okay, we're doing this again next year.
Praise God.
And so 2016 came, and I decided I want to be a part of these young people's lives, to be able to impart more than just during the summer. And that's how World Changer School of the Arts, the academic and entrepreneurial leg, was birthed.
Okay. Okay. And so you still have both pieces.
We still have both pieces. Well, the school is not open.
Okay.
But the goal is to relaunch the school in 2026.
Okay.
So we're working the plan to launch World Changer School of the Arts middle school, opening with just 6th grade. And we'll add a grade level each year, and we'll be at the Phoenix Theater in 2026.
Nice. Okay. Why did you choose to combine arts and academic? Like, as a child, were you artistic? Were like,
my story is totally different.
It is.
I tell people all the time, I don't even recall dreaming. Like, oh, I want to be such and such when I grow up. I just don't even recall doing that. I got heavily involved in the arts when I was in my late 20s.
Okay.
And and from there it just kind of took off. I started in the dance ministry at church, and from there art artist in me just started to pour out.
Blossom.
It just, yes, it blossomed. I went from there to writing my first book, and now I'm the author of 6 books.
Wow.
And from there I went to film.
Wow. Okay.
I have a documentary called The Black Woman, Death to the Superwoman Syndrome, streaming on Fandango at home.
Okay.
Co-produced a couple of projects.
Wow.
Spawns is on Apple TV and Tubi. And then Battle Buddies, Turning the Page Battle Buddies is a documentary on veterans and kind of where they are now. That is streaming on Tubi and Apple TV also. So.
Okay. So you mentioned some of the films, some of the producing, and I don't want to skip over the authorship and the books. Like,
Yes.
tell us, you got 6 books, right?
Yes.
So we want to know about these books. Where can we get them? All the things.
All of them are on Amazon. You have The Art of Becoming One, which is a book about having a Christ-centered marriage. I've been married now for 26 years.
Wow. You don't even look 26.
Thank you. I was supposed to, the year has really gotten away. Just to pause real quick. The year has gotten away. I turned 49 in February.
Wow. Okay.
And I was supposed to do this series of posts, and they were all supposed to end with, I'm about to be 50.
Okay.
But that just never happened. The year has escaped me. And so, yes, I will be 50 in about, 3-4 months now.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, happy early 50th.
Thank you.
I know you're going to do something big. You got to do something big for your 50th.
It has not come to me yet. Everybody keeps asking me, what are we doing? What are we doing? But I'm always doing something big.
Yeah.
And I really feel like for my 50th, I'm just going to be still.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I really feel like it's time for me to just be still for a moment. Yeah, because I'm always from one thing to the next thing.
But are these one things to the next thing, like all these things for other people and other things?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
So you do take time for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a big proponent of.
I should have known better.
I should have known better. Very big proponent of that. But back to the books. Let's see. Art of Becoming One, Sister to Sister. And that is a compilation with 8 other women. And it's just about overcoming struggles. So, yeah, if you want to know some dirt on me, read that one.
Oh, you guys out there listening?
Oh, gosh.
Write these titles down.
Yes. Okay. So, Art of Becoming One, Sister to Sister. Sozo, which that was my first novel.
Wow.
And I had on my goal list for the year, I wanted to write a novel. And it became like June of that year, and I hadn't done it. And I can remember my husband and I, we were watching the show called Love Is. And it was on BET. And the young lady, the main character, she worked in a writer's room. She worked in a writer's room. And I was like, babe, I want to work in a writer's room. He was, babe, you can do it. You can do it. And so I got this bright idea to solicit 3 other writers to write this novel with me. And so I developed my own writer's room.
Wow, that's amazing.
It took us 3 years to write it, but we finally released it in 2021. We started writing in 2018. And we
Wow.
released it in 2021. That was Sozo. And journals, 365 days of Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We could all use that.
that one, I can remember sitting in church New Year's Eve, and I just could not think of anything that God had done for me. And I mean, it was like the enemy just had my mind in a chokehold. I could not even the fact that I walked into this building to sit in this seat,
Wow.
nothing was coming to me. And I can remember we were going after watch night service to a friend's house, having a gathering. We were going to cook some food and just hang out, bringing the new year together. By the time the service was over, I told my husband, I just want to go home. And it was this, I realize now looking back that I was actively functioning in depression that entire year.
Wow.
And I just couldn't put my finger on what was it? What's wrong with me? I went in, we got home, I went in the bed, and everybody else, they're out there having their little, my kids and my husband, they're having their little New Year's Eve party. Everybody's coming in one by one. Hey, you're going to come out. You're going to come out. I'll be out there, and I'm just crying uncontrollably and not know why. So my husband came in. He was the last one that come in, and he was like, the countdown is about to start. I finally just said, let me just get up. Let me get up. Get up, and I go out there. They start to do the countdown. I'm hiding my face because the tears are still flowing, so I don't want the kids asking me, what's wrong? What's wrong? So countdown starts, and I just take this deep breath and release it. And I felt such a weight lift off of me. My mind was no longer cloudy, and I was able to have a good night's rest. And so I always cook breakfast. We have a big breakfast, and we do a vision board on New Year's Day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With the kids. And I can remember being up, cooking breakfast, and for some reason I had this pickle jar left on the counter, the one that the big pickles come in. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, anytime you or anybody in the family is blessed, write it down, put it in this jar. And so when we got ready to have breakfast, I told the family, this is what we were going to do this year. And so the kids were participating, but that was my way of not ever forgetting what God has done. So years moving forward, we would, on New Year's Day, while at breakfast, we would go through the jar and read everything that we had put into the jar. But that same year, God had me writing, just on social media, day one, I'm thankful for.
There you go.
So 365 days I wrote on social media what I was thankful for. And a year and a half later, he was like, that's the book.
That's the book.
And so I pulled all that and added scripture, added journal lines, put a preface in the front of it, and that's 365 days of Thanksgiving.
I absolutely love that, and I'm going to look for that. All her books, again, can be found on Amazon, right?
Yes.
Teresa Sears.
Yep.
Sears.
Correct.
Is the way you spell it. So make sure you go out to Amazon, type in her name, grab all the books, because grab all the books. So I want to talk about, you said you've been in the film, acting?
No.
You're just acting, or just you're producing and
directing.
Okay. I'm here to say you're doing all the things.
Backside of the camera.
The academic part is coming back in the new year.
Uh-huh.
But what are some things that you have coming up in the near future?
World Changer School of the Arts, every third Saturday of the month, starting back up in January, for ages 8 to 18, we have Art Exposed.
Okay.
And it is a free program at the Phoenix Theater. And we bring in local artists. And I've also brought in a national artist as well. But check out the website any given third Saturday of the month. We've done tap. We
Oh,
had the guy
wow.
from one of the guys that danced at the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar. He came and he taught hip hop. We had Donald Martin come and teach
Oh,
comedy,
wow.
so the
Okay.
kids learn to write jokes. Uh, so just about any art form that you could think of
At the Phoenix
at the
Theater,
Phoenix Theater, the third
third
Saturday
Saturday,
of every month.
free.
Free. Free.
She said free.
Yes. We
That is
also,
amazing.
yes, we have coming up on the 15th of November, we're doing another choir call out. We're starting a community choir, youth community choir, and that is for 12 years old to 20 years old. We had an overwhelming response of musicians because we want the kids to even play the music.
Wow.
So we got all the musicians. We need some singers now. So if you have a youth that is 12 to 20 that loves to sing and would love to be a part of a choir, community choir, send them our way. November 15th is that call out, and that's at the Phoenix Theater as well.
Okay. And that is that on Mass Ave?
The Phoenix Theater is it's at 705 North Illinois Street.
Okay. North Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay. This is really exciting because there are a lot of children that don't get exposed to the arts. And can you just tell us like what the arts does? Like getting involved in the arts, whether that's playing an instrument
Yes.
or like what does that do for a child?
In my opinion, it helps them to become a more well-rounded child. It provides a level of confidence. I can speak for what it has done to me, done for me. I don't think that I would be in any of these art forms had I not went to those dance tryouts at church.
Wow.
That kind of like springboarded me. You heard author, filmmaker.
Yes, all the
I
things.
just closed the stage production. So this weekend we had, I produced Lockdown. It was a stage play. 1 show Friday, 2 shows Saturday this past weekend. So stage, just a gamut of things that I'm actively involved in. The arts, they provide connection. It's healing. It's all kinds of just. It's a beautiful experience, and I think I focus a lot on providing these opportunities for young people because when they get to experience this and they create, it's like a whole new world opens up for them to be able to do something that you didn't think that you could do. And having a product, something that people can see and you can be proud of, I think it just takes their confidence to another level.
So I want to talk about a moving moment. So tell us about a moment or a time where one of your students just completely surprised you with how creative they were. Like maybe they didn't know that they were, but just a moment that something happened and you were like, oh, wow.
I'll tell you.
You already have it in?
It wasn't one student. It was actually 7 students.
Oh, wow.
From this past summer. normally, so I do a summer program at the Phoenix Theater
Okay.
too. And this year I changed it to a 5 week summer program. And each week we focus on a different art form.
Okay.
So when we got to the final week of the program, which was filmmaking,
Okay.
these kids actually produce a short film.
Wow.
And we just knew that it was going to take us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get the script done. Because, we want everyone to have input.
Mm-hmm.
So we have them talk about what they want to do and, take all of the ideas and, try to figure out what's going to be the best route. They came up,
Wow.
they finished the script in one day.
Are you serious?
And I was just like, okay, so we going to have to find something else to do.
Wow.
We're going to have to find something to do the rest of the week. And and what they came up with, they did a mockumentary. Now, you're talking a group of 10 to 15-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And they came up with a mockumentary. They wrote it, filmed it, they edited it. We allowed them to edit this year. And I was it is the cutest film ever. It is so cute. And I was just like, y'all did that. You guys really did that. And I was just so proud of them.
I love that. Now, when they do these type of documentaries, or if you do like recitals for, piano or whatever it is there somewhere that the community can see these things?
All of the summer. So because this year we did a different art form each week.
Okay.
Students didn't have to. They can attend only the weeks that they wanted to attend. So doing it that way is a lot more difficult to do an end of camp
production or something, right?
Yeah. And so what I did was I did a virtual summer showcase.
Okay.
And so I just took video and photos from each week and put it together into a virtual summer showcase. And it is on our YouTube channel, which is World Changers School of the Arts.
Okay.
So yes, go out there, like our YouTube or subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. The films that they've done, because this is year 3 with film. So there are 3 short films out there that the kids done, and I can see the progress
right
over the years.
Wow.
And
okay.
It's really exciting.
Yeah. So I want everybody to. I just want to make sure everybody taps in, because what you're doing, 1, is amazing, and 2, we know that arts and different things like that also help academics if they do.
Yes.
So there's a lot of benefit to getting kids into the arts, and so I want to make sure that everybody knows how to get in touch with you, all the social media handles, all the website, the phone number, your address, whatever you can give us. We want to know how we can tap in.
Yes, please tap in. One last thing we have coming up in February. This will be our 3rd year. It's for young ladies ages 8 to 18. It's called the Love Thyself Youth Summit for Girls.
Okay.
And we just focus on self-awareness, self-love. And I see you, sis.
I was going to go back. I was going to say, we cannot forget about I see you, sis. But go ahead.
But this is Love Thyself Youth Summit for Girls is my contribution to our young ladies to help them and show them how to love themselves and love one another, so that we're not having to do another Black woman death to the Superwoman syndrome.
Got you.
40 years,
yes.
So I want to get them on the front end to prioritize themselves and loving themselves and loving others, females, and I mean, and everybody, as many people as you possibly can, but those that are in close proximity to you, you know, making sure that you are showing love, that you are.
I think that is that's a really strong thing to do, and I'll tell you why. One of the things that I used to say all the time, I hate when people say it, and they say, "You just need to love yourself."
Yeah.
You just need to love yourself. And as I got older, I thought, if it was that easy, we'd already be doing it, right? So what does that look like? What do we do? What are the steps to me loving myself? Because sometimes we don't even know that we don't love ourselves, right? So I think that is beautiful, because women, especially women, it's the one thing everybody always tells us to do, right?
Yeah.
You just need to love yourself.
Yeah.
Well, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And guess who can teach your kids, 8 to 18, did I get the age right?
Yes,
8 to 18, how to love themselves. Trease Sears.
Yes.
And is that program called
It's called the Love Thyself
Love Thyself
Youth Summit for Girls.
Okay, so she's got a plethora of things that
so
many things. And before we go, we've got to talk about I See You Sis.
Yes.
Right? I See You Sis. I want you to talk about that real quick.
How about you talk about I See You Sis? You tell me what your experience was with I See You Sis.
So how did I get interviewed, right? So I See You Sis was, one, it's an amazing time to be recognized. It's women who are recognized in the city, like women that are doing great things. We come together, we fellowship, we talk about, you know, how women, right, get together, how we love each other, how we communicate with each other, how we support each other. And it's just a really, really great time to celebrate all the things that women do.
Yes.
And it was amazing. Like, I absolutely had the best time. I was inspired. And I really, first thing I asked you is, hey, I see you, sis. You still doing that? I think it's something that has to happen all the time. And you're doing so many things that people should be doing. And you've just taken it by the reins. And I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. You can tell us real quick, how did I See You Sis come about?
So I See You Sis came about. I had a friend who now lives in Tampa. She was moving to Tampa in that year, but I had recently helped her publish her ebook, and I had did something. You know, it wasn't even the end of first quarter, and we both had accomplished something major. So I told her, I said, hey, before you leave, let's get together and celebrate our wins, because we don't do that enough. You know, we don't celebrate our wins, our accomplishments, whether small or large. And so she said, sure. So we made this plan to get together. But a day later, I contacted her. I said, hey, I think I want to invite some other women, because I see all these women out here, and they're out here doing it, and I want to celebrate them as well. So she helped me select 10 women, and we went down to brunch. Everything is paid for the participants, and I see that that are invited to I See You Sis. And all we require is that they bring a gift for the gift exchange. And they have brunch. We just shower them with gifts. So think about this. I See You Sis, in your experience at I See You Sis, Love Thyself Youth Summit for Girls is that. That is what Love Thyself Youth Summit for Girls is.
Good.
And so this year, when you were invited, this was our 5th year. And so we have celebrated over 50 women in Indy. And the goal is to expand it, because now she's in Tampa. So we will probably have one in Tampa soon. And we do it every year during Women's History Month. And so, but yeah, that's I see you, sis.
Wow.
That's I see you, sis.
Wow.
I really, my whole life, my whole being is me being for other people what I wish I had.
Yeah.
And so, and that's why that's why my heart and my passion is for the youth. Because I think about, listen, I don't need nobody to tell me that, that ish, but, but I just think about where I would be had I started this journey at 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And not 28.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Well, I think it's amazing. And when this one comes up, you say in March, right? Your next ICU Sis is in March.
Yes, in March.
Definitely let me know. I'd love to sow a small seed into that program. I just think that that women, there's so much that you're doing, and I really appreciate it. So tell the people how we can get in touch with you.
On all social medias, if you want to get in touch with me personally, or Sears Media, which all of my filmmaking, stage plays, and things are under, it's author Teresa, Trease, Sears, Sears. And then if you want to get in touch with me regarding World Changer School of the Arts, it's World Changer School of the Arts on all platforms. And our website is www.wcsarts.org.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing everything else that you're going to have going on.
Amen.
You have heard it here today. Please tap in to World Changers. Look for Teresa Sears on all the social medias. Again, this is Carmen Davenport with Get the Bag, Business Assets and Gains. Tune in next time so we can talk about what's in your bag.